WYMT Mountain News first at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, almost a week has gone by since a family lost their home in an early morning fire. Now the community where their matriarch served as a school teacher for so long is teaming up to help return the favor. WYMT's Will Puckett is in Leslie County with more.
Charred rubble is all that is left to be seen of Miss June Begley's home in Leslie County after a fire started last Thursday morning, reducing her house to practically nothing. All that is left to be seen is that charred rubble and also some pots and pans that made it almost through the fire. You can also see the charred remains of things like clothing and backpacks and rugs that laid on her floor. Miss June was a teacher in the Leslie County school system and also a member of the Couches Fork Church of God. And now the community is coming together to help this family get back on their feet.
She's been such a big part of her church, and every time we have a fundraiser or anything like that, she's always on the front line helping. And I know it's not just about helping the people who helps you, but it makes it a lot easier when people are willing to help.
There are places across Leslie County that you can drop off anything to help this family get back on their feet. As you can see behind me, their house, practically nothing left of it. A family picking up the pieces and wondering where to go from here, but a community that loves them and is helping them get to where they need to be. In Leslie County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
Now for more on the fundraising efforts, you can go to WYMT.com.
YMT, where we're having our blood drive. We're actually going to get into that in just a second, but I want to go ahead and take you guys to radar, where we're seeing some pop-up showers and storms. These are on the strong to severe side at times. You'll notice some heavier downpours in parts of Letcher County, Knott County, even up into parts of Morgan County, Moorhead. You'll notice some showers and storms over into the Lexington area. We did just have a flash flood warning for parts of Pulaski County that actually just expired. We also had a pretty strong storm move through parts of Bell County, and we're getting some reports of damage. We hope to have a little bit more on that in just a second, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in my friend Steve here, who is with the Kentucky Blood Drive, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about today. Now, we just started this about an hour ago, and we had people lined up here at YMT before you guys even got here.
We did.
And how's the turnout been so far? It's only been an hour into it.
We've had a good turnout so far, and we're going to be here till 6 o'clock, so I encourage everybody that will come out. It's important that you donate blood today, because through the summertime especially, people are out doing more activities, so different things happen and people get hurt, and unfortunately, but you know, we need the blood to supply our hospitals in the area, so it's real important that you come out and support us.
So you said you guys have a little bit more of a shortage here in the summer, so it's important to come out in the summer and do this.
Absolutely, yes.
And if people can't come today to WYMT, he said that again, that's until 6 o'clock this evening that we will be out here. This is 199 Black Gold Boulevard. So if they can't come out today, what's the best way for them to donate?
If you want to get online, it's KentuckyBloodCenter.org, and you can check there and it'll tell you where we're going to be and when.
Okay.
So if you don't make it out today, we're always in the hazard area. Just keep a check on the website and you'll see when we're going to be out here next.
And if you do it, you get really good snacks, right?
Absolutely. Good snacks, and you get a free t-shirt.
Ooh, free t-shirt. So we'll be out here from now until 6. We're going to be live out here for the 5:30 and 6 o'clock as well.
Years, officials say 190.
Traffic is picking up quite a bit compared to yesterday and even a few hours ago.
Gas station employees here in London say it is always busy during the first week of the month. However, today is a lot busier than usual, and those traveling agree. Families say while they plan to try and avoid holiday traffic and I-75, the congestion and number of people coming off and on the interstate is certainly increasing as the 4th approaches.
It was kind of quiet last night with the cars, but today it's been a lot more. So it's been heavy.
There are some people that I've talked to coming from the north who say they've had surprisingly good travel. Now, based on those traveler opinions, it sounds like southbound travel may be a little bit better than northbound. In Laurel County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
And we'll have more on the holiday traffic coming up at 6. 9/11 activist and first responder Luis Alvarez will be honored today. The 53-year-old died Saturday from complications of cancer linked to the time he spent with other first responders at Ground Zero. Alvarez spent 3 months in the World Trade Center rubble after the 2001 attacks, and he became the face of NYC's ailing 9/11 first responders. Last month, he accompanied former Daily Show host Jon Stewart in Washington to plead with Congress to make the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund permanent. Here's some of his powerful words from that day.
But I can tell you that I did not want to be anywhere else but Ground Zero when I was there. We were part of showing the world that we would never back down from terrorism, and that we could all work together. No races, no colors, no politics. This fund is not a ticket to paradise. It is there to provide for our families when we can't. Nothing more. You all said you would never forget. Well, I'm here to make sure that you don't.
Alvarez's family is asking people to remember him by something he would always say: take care of each other and take care of yourselves. The acting head of Homeland Security ordered an investigation today into a report of disturbing social media posts by active patrol agents. Now, a warning, the photo you're about to see may be disturbing to some viewers. Acting DHS Director Kevin McAleenan announced an investigation into a report of offensive comments made in a Facebook group that includes border agents. According to ProPublica, one of the group's 9,500 members posted a photo of a dead migrant and his toddler daughter and asked if it was fake because the bodies were so clean. In a tweet, McAleenan called the social media activity disturbing and inexcusable. Well, were you having issues on some of your favorite social media platforms today? Many in our own newsroom did. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter were all experiencing various issues. There were reports of bugs such as images not loading on Instagram and problems with Twitter direct messages. Facebook and Twitter are working to resolve any remaining issues. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Wednesday afternoon. A good day on Wall Street. The Dow closes up more than 248 points, and I believe that was a record. The Los Angeles Angels played for the first time since the sudden death of pitcher Tyler Skaggs. Angels players and staff wore black patches with his number 45 over their hearts. Before the national anthem, the teams honored Skaggs with a moment of silence. The Angels hung Skaggs' number 45 jersey in their dugout during last night's game. Skaggs' best friend, Washington Nationals pitcher Patrick Corbin, who wore Skaggs' number 45, paid tribute to his friend. Both were drafted together in 2009.
He was in my wedding this off-season. He's just all I'm thinking about.
The Angels will wear 45 on their jerseys for the rest of the season. They plan to honor Skaggs again when they play back home at Angel Stadium next week. The cause of death may not be known for several weeks. The man behind the iconic Ford Mustang has died. Ford Motor Company confirmed Lee Iacocca's death yesterday. His daughter said he died from complications of Parkinson's disease. In his 32-year career at Ford and then Chrysler, Iacocca helped launch some of Detroit's best-selling and most significant vehicles. One of them was the minivan. In 1979, he helped Chrysler avoid bankruptcy. He released 2 autobiographies in the 1980s and even appeared in an episode of Miami Vice. Iacocca also flirted with the idea of running for president in the late 1980s. Lee Iacocca was 94. Straight ahead on First at 4, we'll have the latest on a Jim Beam warehouse fire in Woodford County.
And it's a beautiful day to come and donate some blood, at least here in Hazard. Others dealing with those scattered storms. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
Appalachian Wireless wants to know if you're tired of settling for a phone you didn't really want because it was more about the cost of the device rather than the phone you really wanted. Well, Appalachian Wireless has the solution, and it's called the Appalachian Advantage. With Advantage, every phone model is back on the table because you only have to pay the taxes on the device you really want. Many of our hottest smartphones are less than $50 up front, then a few extra dollars on your monthly bill. With Appalachian Advantage. Payment agreement is required. See store for complete details.
They say it costs around $240,000 to raise a child. And that's without braces, without private school, without a car when she turns 16. And what if it's without you? Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent today.